everyone, it's Hannah. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas. I can't believe that it's the day before New Year's Eve already. This year has been literally the fastest year of my entire life. Thought I'd just sit down and reflect on 2020 because, as you all know, it's been a really weird year. So the year started off pretty normal really for me. Don't remember January. I was mainly just working. And then in February, we went on a family skiing holiday to France to go out and see my brother and his girlfriend because they were chalet hosting out there, and it was the best skiing holiday of my life so far. I just can't believe that that was only about a month before the UK went into a lockdown. I feel like this has definitely been the most transformative year for me. It's been an opportunity for us to all go in and reflect and I guess just turn our focus inwards rather than outwards all the time, which I think for me I know has been healthy anyway. I think just having the time to reflect, and because the world was such a weird place this year and because things had changed so drastically, I think it really made me realise how precious our life is and how we can't hold off from doing things because we don't know what's around the corner. Like, we didn't expect this pandemic to happen in 2020 at all. It's just crazy to think how much every single person in this earth's lives have changed this year. We don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I'm ever going to get the opportunity to do things that I want to do. So I'm feeling like in 2021, I just want to grab the bull by the horns and do what I want to do and not have any fear, because what's the point of holding back when we don't know what's going to happen? I'm reflecting on everything that's happened and how much I've transformed during the year, and I think it's so important to show gratitude and to, you know, realise what you appreciate and what you're grateful for and what your achievements have been. So I'm going to do that now, and I'm going to share with you all of my highlights and achievements and what I've been grateful for this year. Some of the things are new things I've started doing. I've started making earrings. These are some that I've made recently, and this year I've also learned how to roller skate, which has been really fun. When the lockdown eased off, my friend Nia gave me some of these gorgeous white roller skates. Every time I look at these roller skates, I just think about roller skating down by the water in the sunset, and I really miss doing that, and I hope that I can do it more in 2021. And like I said earlier, I'm so grateful that I managed to go on some holidays. So like before the lockdown happened in February, I went on that snowboarding holiday. And in September, when the lockdown was eased off quite a lot, me and Tom went on a hiking and camping holiday up in the Lake District, and I've never been to the Lake District before. So I'm really happy that even in 2020, in this really weird year, I was able to go to 3 new places that I've never been before, which is amazing. And I guess the biggest news of the year is that I've moved house. I've moved out of my family house into a lovely little farm cottage with Tom, so we're finally living together, which is really nice considering at the start of the year I didn't see him for 3 months, and now we're in the same house together every day, which is amazing. But I think my biggest achievement this year has been how much I've grown as a person and how much I've been able to reflect. I feel like my way of thinking has just completely transformed this year. I feel like I've had so many epiphanies. I remember there was a phase, I think it was like in May, where I was journaling every day and just thinking, oh my gosh, I've realised this about life, I've realised this other thing, I've realised this about myself. I think the biggest thing I've learned this year is to accept what you can't control and make the most of what you can control. Because obviously this year has been completely out of our control. This pandemic, we can't control what happens, what the government decides, and I know it's so easy to get frustrated and angry and upset and disappointed with how this year's turned out, but all we can do in life is just make the most of what we can control. So if we can't control a lockdown, then we can control how we decide to spend our time in that lockdown. The biggest thing I've learned this year is definitely it's not worth holding back doing what you want to do because of fear of judgment from other people. At the end of the day, it's your life and you've got to live it the way you want to. You know, as long as you're not hurting anyone else. And what's the point of holding back just because you're worried that it may not sit right with someone else or that someone else is going to judge you for it? It doesn't matter what they think, you know? I think it's so easy to think that everyone's thinking really critically of you and to be self-critical, but I think that's just because of your own thoughts about yourself that you tend to project onto other people and think, oh well, they must be thinking this about me if I do this. But actually it's just your own fear, and I guess the own judgment of yourself. So I think I've really learned to get over that somewhat this year. Another thing I've learned is that you don't have to be constantly productive to feel good about yourself or to be worthy of anything. So I feel like I come back from work and I just have this pressure to want to make earrings or to do something or be really productive. And then if I don't and I just take time to relax, I feel really guilty, and I'm just like, it's so important to take care of your mental health and to relax. And you know, I don't need to be constantly busy or constantly doing something to feel good. I think something else that I've learned this year is what really means a lot to me and what I really value. I think as soon as you get something taken away from you, that's when you learn to appreciate it more and not take it for granted. I feel like now this year I really appreciate walking and just exploring and being outside so much more. Although that's something I've always loved, and I've loved being out in nature so much. It's always been my medicine. But this year I feel like it's meant so much more to me. And I think just having time to create and do what I want to do and just be and just really indulge and embrace the things I enjoy doing has been really nice, and I've learned that that's something that I really need to do more often. It's really helpful to set intentions for the year to come or the month to come or the week to come. I feel like it just helps you manifest what you want to bring into life, really. And I was trying to think of a theme, and there were so many words coming into my head of what I wanted to bring in this year, and those included abundance, creativity, release, joy, connection, all of these things. But I think the word that sums up how I want my 2021 to be is expansion. I just want to expand in every sense of the word. Well, maybe apart from physically. But I just want to expand in terms of my mindset, my knowledge, my experience, you know, reach out to as many people as I can and invite as much as I can in, and just have a life of abundance and just doing things that make my life feel rich and whole and the life I want to be living, really. So that's what I want to invite in 2021. So I guess my intentions for 2021 is to carry on creating as much as I can. So YouTube was a massive goal for me to start, because I've been wanting to do it for years and years, and I just keep holding off because I'm scared that people are going to judge me, or I'm scared what people might think. But the end of this year has really just motivated me to just do it. But I just really wanted to do something, put myself out there, try and like increase my confidence, and I guess just expand, really, like I was saying earlier. I just can't believe it's the end of 2020. It's been literally the fastest year of my life, and I'm really hoping to slow down in 2021 and make the most of every moment, because we just don't know what's around the corner. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, I really, really appreciate it. If you've liked this video, please subscribe and like and comment. I'd be more than happy to get feedback or any suggestions of what you might like to see in the future. And yeah, I just hope we can go on this journey together. Thank you so much, and I'm wishing you all the best 2021 and a really happy new year.